One of the best-known Earth, Wind, and Fire songs is, of course, September, and it would not have sounded the way that it did without the great Andrew Woolfolk playing the saxophone in this song. He was considered one of the original 9. That's how big Earth, Wind, and Fire is. The band started in Chicago, but Andrew Woolfolk was from Texas or Colorado or something. Philip Bailey had met him while they were playing in Denver and asked him to join. The very first days of Earth, Wind, and Fire, Andrew Woolfolk was their original saxophonist. He is dead. He was 71 years old.
Oh, that's a bummer.
If you were an Earth, Wind, and Fire fan.
They inspired Captain Planet.
They what?
Captain Planet. They inspired that old superhero.
Andrew Woolfolk, 71 years old. He had a 6-year illness. I don't know what that was. But he, that's a big band, Earth, Wind, and Fire. But he was their saxophonist for 50 years. He also played the flute. He played a lot of their percussion. He was on and off with them because they still tour. I think Philip Bailey and 2 other guys tour with the band. But Andrew Woolfolk left in the early 90s. But he was great in this song and a ton of their other songs. And so he is dead. It wasn't Earth, Wind, and Fire that came through with Kid Rock a couple years ago. It was Kool and the Gang. Kid Rock, to his credit, does like to mix it up with the opening act. And I think a couple of summers ago, might have had Kool and the Gang with him. But... Hey, Joe in Philly, what's going on?
Yo, what up, guys?
Hey, how are you?
Hey, so I caught some of the conversation. I must have missed the last segment, but you guys were talking about the Jersey Shore points, and Seaside Heights is where a lot of the New York people end up traveling to. Either they go to LBI or they go to Seaside Heights, and it has like a lot of the bars on their boardwalk, rides, games, shops.
What is LBR?
LBI, Long Beach Island.
Oh, Long Beach Island. Yeah, I haven't...
Way up at the top. But sorry, as you go down to the shore points, you hit Ocean City or Atlantic City, which is all the casinos. Ocean City, it's all it's a dry town.
Yes, it is.
What is?
Ocean City, where the wedding was. So we had to bring all the booze in. And that liquor store that is just before you go over the bridge is the best business to own on the planet.
Wow. Okay.
That liquor store has been there. I mean, it's been a new building since, but man, it must have been just $1 billion by now.
It's insane.
Yeah. So then as you go down, Ocean City, and then you get the Sea Isle, which is where a lot of people from the Northeast Philly area go. And it's a lot of older people. You can buy that, but they do not have a classic boardwalk. No games, no rides. They have a promenade. But it's like a walking boardwalk. And then as you go
Joe,
down,
listen, you know as well as I do. You know me well enough to know. No promenade is a deal breaker for me in any social situation. If I'm going somewhere and there is no promenade, I want nothing to do with it.
Yeah, I figured as much.
I'm a huge promenader. You know me. My coffee table book, The Promenades of the United States of America, is coming this fall. Simon & Schuster. Look for that on their imprint. Yeah, I don't know precisely where. Thank you, Joe. I don't know precisely where we're going to be. I have a feeling, just based on my calendar, that Atlantic City is where I'm going to have to pick up that B-52s tour, because I don't think I can see it in any other city, scheduling-wise. But I don't know where it will be on the Jersey Shore in July. Don't know. But I love dunes and wetlands, Mary.
Obviously.
You know that I love that. I love 3 things. More than most things. I like promenades, I like dunes, and I like wetlands.
Yeah.
So hopefully they will have some of those things for me. Speaking of music, our Savior is abandoning us. And I'm not quite sure why. Perhaps he's gotten increasingly uncomfortable mere days after Mick Jagger, no less than Mick Jagger, comes out and goes, "Thank God for Machine Gun Kelly, because he's the future of rock and roll." There's still a little bit of life left in rock and roll because of people like Machine Gun Kelly. He also name-dropped Youngblood. if you like him. They were asking Mick Jagger in an interview, who do you think is out there doing stuff? You know, every 10 years, people go, rock is dead, rock is dead. Rock ain't ever going to die. Might change, it's cyclical like any other genre. Days after Mick Jagger says Machine Gun Kelly, the future of rock and roll, Machine Gun Kelly announces he's going back to rap. He's done with rock and roll.
I like him better as a rapper.
I like him better as a rock guy.
I like him better as a rapper. He was a really good rapper. He got, I mean, in his genre, you have to be cocky. You have to be cocky to be a rapper. And he took on Eminem. And I think that's what, he got blackballed. I don't think it was because he wasn't talented. I think it was because he tried to take a shot at the leader. And no white rapper is going to take Eminem out of his spot. You're just not.
Well, and he's just not as good.
Yeah, but does he think that he's now unblackballed?
No, I think that he not necessarily relying on.
I think he's easily bored.
No,
I think it's as simple as that.
I think it's just all marketing.
It's marketing.
Yeah, he goes, well, now I got to do this to get people, just.
He needed a number one record, and rap. For him, he looked at Eminem as like the standard, and he is. Eminem is like the one white rapper that made it.
But Eminem's not like putting things out.
He didn't have to anymore.
But he has.
But that's my point. He's not competing with Eminem on the chart.
But
he's put stuff out over the past few years.
But he called him out. Is the whole thing was like, listen, I am just as. He said, I'm just as good as Eminem.
But that's all like contrived.
And so fans are going to be like, okay, well, we're going to call you on that. Take a shot at the leader. Just like all the female rappers always try to come after Nicki Minaj. And
come after the king, you best not miss.
Yeah. And so I think enough time has gone by where his fans, Machine Gun Kelly's fans will support whatever he does. They're fans of him.
Listen.
He might not gain new ones, though.
Here's my thought. And I want everybody to put pen to paper and write this down. What if, and hear me out, rap and rock could combine into a whole new genre of music?
That's where you get Kid Rock.
It's never been done before because people are too skirt to do it.
Cypress Hill.
Rap and... I like how Cypress Hill is what you think of.
Rap rock.
And rock.
Rap rock, Cypress
They did
Hill.
one rock song, and that's what you think.
Beastie
Not
Boys?
Korn, Limp Bizkit.
Beastie Boys?
No.
Rap rock.
Beastie Boys are not a rap rock band.
What are they?
They're a hip-hop band.
Really?
They're musicians. They play their own instruments. But I don't think, other than that first album, where they kind of weren't sure what they wanted to do.
License to Ill.
Yeah.
I mean, Ill Communication's got a lot of like rock songs that I feel. I mean, Sabotage is a rock song. I think we play that on this station.
It's on Guitar Hero.
Anywho,
You say Limp Bizkit is rap rock.
Yeah,
all those early
Papa Roach?
bands.
No.
they kind of started in that. Like they kind of.
There were some bands that started with like a wiki,
Who's like Limp Bizkit?
Incubus. I mean, they had a DJ.
Linkin Park. That's what I'm thinking.
He says, I'm going to make a rap album for myself. No point to prove. No chip on my shoulder. If I keep doing things to prove things to people, I'm going to drive myself crazy, and I'm not going to make a good product.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, I just hope he finally drops the one where he says his name and that he's here to stay.
He drops his name?
I'm MGK and I'm here to say or stay?
Say, and then...
oh, I see.
Going to make rap music in a
in
major
the USA.
way.
In the major way, yeah. In the USA, in a major way.
Classic rap.
Mm-hmm.
Nah,
the way it was supposed to
Singing
be.
about sneakers. And
listen to MGK's early stuff like Salute.
I will not.
Okay. No, that's...
Bitch, I'm from the land.
or like his early stuff when he was just an up-and-coming rapper.
Yeah, I
that's
just don't
the
want
good
to.
stuff. I understand you don't, but you're not a fan. I'm a fan.
Okay.
When I was in Portland, the club manager there at the Helium got real funny and brought me up to Till I Die by MGK. But nobody got it because they didn't know I was from Cleveland, Ohio.
nor did they think you were... Maybe they thought you were terminally ill. And
it starts by saying, bitch, I'm from the land.
But still,
Till
Till
I
I Die?
Die.
Yeah. Maybe they thought you were terminally
No,
ill.
but then the
If they
next-
don't get the Cleveland thing, maybe they thought that it was like a real downer.
The next line is CLE till I die.
Where was this?
But not everybody knows
Portland.
what CLE is.
Portland, Oregon, or Maine?
Yeah, Portland, Oregon. But I'm saying, what terminally?
But if you heard,
disease
if
is
I was
CLE?
but if I was in another city and I heard CLE, I wouldn't know what that was.
But if you think it's a terminal disease, what do you think it is? Oh, she got cataracts.
Oh my God, she's got cancer leg energy.
No money. No money.
You're not gonna top this, MGK. Mary Santora's "No Bitches, No Money." Don't even try. No wonder he's getting out of it.
Greatest generation of music. No bitches. No money. Greatest generation of music, because he would just use his little shoulders and dance, and he'd go, "See, Mary? No bitches, no money. It's just love." Every time. No
bitches, no money.
And so whenever he said,
bitches.
yeah, but no bitches, no money. Money.
Oh boy, I'll tell you what.
Now,
yes.
revisiting that "No Bitches, No Money," one of my dad's favorite songs was George Benson, "Turn Your Love Around."
Turn your love around.
Great
Don't
song.
you turn me down.
Great song.
He didn't like "Give Me the Night." That's the superior
Alan's-
George Benson song.
I think Alan's moving me towards the I don't want people to sing along.
But George Benson, "Turn Your Love Around" is about a hooker who he doesn't.
Pardon me.
He doesn't want her to be a
Oh,
prostitute
he wants to pay more for
anymore.
anal. Oh.
He was like, "Hey, turn your love around. You don't have to do this anymore."
So it's
You
like
can-
Roxanne
But I'm
from
like,
the
that is
Police.
a bitches and money song. That is about a bitch who works for money.
Are you sure that this is about?
Well,
or
why
did
don't we
your
just
dad?
listen to
Yeah,
it?
okay.
But this was his favorite song. Was George Benson, "Turn Your Love Around."
When I used to sell in Chicago in between air gigs, I sold for a smooth jazz station, and this was a staple
Oh yes.
on the old WNUA Chicago.
But you just don't understand. Girl, you've been charging by the
Oh, charging by the
Charging
hour.
by the hour.
Oh,
Money.
I thought he meant that figuratively.
No.
So this is just a song. This is "I'm in Love with the Stripper." This is just a smooth jazz version of "Fell in Love with a Hooker." I remember when you used to be the talk of the town. So "Turn Your Love Around" doesn't literally mean like "I want you from behind." Oh, okay.
Ride It Reverse Cowgirl. No, that's not what that is.
That was the B-side. This is your dad's favorite song.
Yes.
Wow. All right. Well, your dad was a complicated man, wasn't he? He was.
Turn your
Most
love
people are.
around.
don't you turn me down.
I mean, it is a pretty good song, and it's no,
So
it's
good.
no "Give Me the Night." But did you see the thing Bill sent where the guy goes, "Which one sounds better?"
No, I didn't see that.
I just sent it to you.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I wanted everybody to. I want people to hear it.
So there's a
Clean,
guy. It's a
yeah.
guy on Instagram, and this is going to be the new Green Needle or Yanny and
But this
Laurel.
one's
or
more about preference.
Yeah, it is.
Than
Okay.
anything.
Yeah.
Like you just decide. You go, which one do you like more?
So a guy is basically holding up two thin pieces of sheet metal, and he goes, "Which sounds better?"
Just better.
Better.
Okay.
Which you like better?
Which one do you like better?
The sheet metal or the aluminum? He's right, and he wiggles
Yeah.
them. Two different pitches, two different frequencies,
I'm ready.
and he wants to know which one do you like better.
Which one of these sounds better? The aluminum sheet or the metal sheet?
So that's the metal sheet.
Okay.
That's the aluminum.
Oh,
And some people are like, "Sounds like Pac-Man. I don't like that."
I like them both.
You got to
I-
pick
I-
one, Mary.
We'll do it again. Do it again.
Which one of these sounds better?
First is metal.
The aluminum sheet
Yum.
or the metal sheet?
I like the metal sheet. I like the first one better.
Now, I'm curious about because that TikTok really begins and ends with just that. I'm curious. He goes, "Which sounds better? Better for what? I need
To you.
That's it.
Which one sounds better to you?
sounds
Yeah.
better?
Yeah. Which one sounds better?
Not for any purpose.
No, which one just sounds better to your ears? Which one?
I
I like metal.
got sent that by a customer, and I said
Neither one of them sound better
Aluminum.
to me. You like the aluminum?
And I said, well, I just enjoyed
Does
it more
sound
because I
waka,
think it
waka,
sounds
waka.
funnier. Like it's so I was like, oh, it's sillier. And he's like, can't. And he's very, very into the metal. sheet. So
like
you
the metal one.
finally like some metal.
Yeah. Oh.
Hey.
I do like
Okay, so
metal.
here's the aluminum.
It's funnier.
Okay. And then this is the metal that Mary prefers.
Yeah.
I think
both good.
I think I like the aluminum.
I think I like the aluminum too.
It's more fun.
It is sillier. I'll give you
It's
that.
sillier, yeah.
Yeah.
But it just,
And now is
I
that thing,
don't-
is that blowing up or did you just find it?
someone sent it to me. Kyle sent it to me, one of our customers. And I was just like, this is hilarious. And I'm aluminum, but I see merit in both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But again, I tell my daughter all the time, life is nonstop difficult choices. Mm-hmm. I'll say, well, you want this or you want this? She goes, I want both. I go, I know you want both.
Can't
To
have
choose one. That's right. Well, why can't I have both? Because you cannot. Because this is training for the very, very important choices you'll have to make over the course of your life. Picking between two Easter candies, that's nothing. Now, granted, I can't even do that. I go around the corner and I eat both.
Yeah, right.
Do as I say, not as I do. But you got to learn to make choices. But I was just curious if there was more to this, if there was
No,
more
I
backstory.
think
He was
it's
like,
just-
I'm going to use one of these for something.
Just dumb, TikTok video where people go, oh, I have a hard opinion on this, and then
I like that.
I love that stuff.
I like arguing over things like this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the kind of stuff that I like
Arguing?
when there's arguing.
When,
Arguing.
Like in the comment section
Yeah.
when people will go at it over something so
The
stupid.
silly, inconsequential.
Yes,
Yeah, okay.
that I love.
Because it's all
Boy.
tongue-in-cheek anyway.
Yeah.
Although a lot of people have a lot of thoughts, and Gab Cruz was awake at night last night thinking about what Poundcake said about
Knowledge is
is
brainwash.
brainwashing. Because she left a big old long comment on my post and has a lot to say.
She was pro Poundcake?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because there's so many things that we were taught that have since been kind of debunked or there's been updates and stuff like that.
Knowledge is just information. It doesn't necessarily mean correct information.
I guess for me, that it hinges on the word brainwashing. Because brainwashing implies that
It's a
you're not going
specific thing.
to that you're not going to be able to change your mind, right? We were all taught things, and you might come along and get new information that you then evolve your thinking. Brainwashing, to me, that was what I took umbrage with when you said that.
Well, yeah, and for me,
I don't consider
brainwashing-
knowledge brainwashing.
Brainwashing is like,
You're conditioning somebody to believe something.
and to believe it so firmly that they then tell others that it's like, it's not just your belief, that there is no questioning of this.
Oh,
There
you're
is
adding proselytizing to it. You're adding the dissemination of
the
this.
dissemination, but also that there are no questions. When you are brainwashed, there's no other way. This is
Yeah.
the only way.
That's religion.
Whereas, well, what I'm saying-
Knowledge is not religion.
exactly. Knowledge is not, this is the only way. There's
This
a
is
lot
the
of
way.
ways to learn things.
The Mandalorians know this.
Sure.
Now, if we keep this up,
See, to me, that sounds like when
Mars
they got
attacks.
Yeah, like when they got beamed down on Alpha Centauri or
Yeah.
something.
All right, that one is sillier, but the other one is like, it does sound like a 1980s laser, like an alien would have.
Yeah, like a
you
little
know?
clutch cargo. That's a nice contemporary reference. All right, listen, I've got to take a break. I will have a couple of passes for you if you want to get to our advanced screening of Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. It opens wide next Friday, but we will do a screening of it next Wednesday, 1 week from tonight at Cinemark Valley View. So if you want to see that a couple days early, I'll hook you up after the break. I'll have another $1,000 for you to win, too. Another chance to go fund yourself and grab a grand is coming up at 4:30. 35192. You want to text for anything, and we'll be back.
It's the Alan